Hey guys, what's up? It's Drawing with Julie. I'm back in another video, and today I'm going to be redrawing my sister's painting that she drew here. And here's Samantha, the person who drew this. I do have another sister, and she also paints, but she paints landscapes. So, yeah. Also,
yeah, and I'm planning to get her some better paint for like Hanukkah or her birthday or something like that, because she has these really bad paints that are like so watery and they're just hard to use. She had to do 3 layers of paint on one painting, so I just want to get her something better. So that's what I plan on doing.
yeah, so in this drawing, I decided to take it in the direction of what I usually draw, which is what this challenge is about. I usually draw pretty girls with a lot of eyeliner, and they have like tilted mouths, which I don't think I did a tilted mouth in this one, did I? No, I didn't do a tilted mouth in this one. But usually my drawings have tilted mouths. My dad doesn't really like that. He's like, well, why are all these people that have tilted mouths? And I say, it makes them more cartoony in this kind of voice. So, yeah. And like, more upbeat, energized.
One thing that makes Julia great for YouTube is that she has a naturally like loud voice. Sometimes when she's talking at the dinner table, we have to be like, Julia, you don't have to be so loud. So it's kind of funny, but it's great if you don't have a microphone.
Yeah, and this is our second time recording because the first time Sam was talking so quiet that you could barely hear her.
I'm trying my hardest right now.
I'm not that good at editing where I can raise one person's voice and keep one of the other person's voice at the regular. So I'm just not good at editing because I don't know. Also, I don't even think you can do that in this program. I don't know. I didn't think you were able to cut things in this program, but I mean, you never know. Just watch a YouTube tutorial. I mean, there are lots of video tutorials on YouTube on how to edit using my program, Olive. Link it in the description if you want to try it out. It's pretty good. It's like basically iMovie, but, well, I've used iMovie before on my mom's Mac, and I just hate it. Everything's so hard to move. You have to click it in the exact right place, and I think your MacBook's like
Julia,
dysfunctional.
Did you use iMovie for your first video?
No, it's funny. What I actually used for my first video, I used Windows Movie Maker, which is very infamous in the community of editing YouTube videos and just videos in general, because it like barely has any features. But I mean, it worked for what I was doing, which was a no voiceover music. It was a no voiceover SPEEDPAINT that was using a pre-made template from the company itself. But yeah, that was when I was using my mom's old computer, which was like a Windows 7 or something. It was like super old. It was like 7 years old, and it barely worked. And it was like the thickest computer you've ever seen.
That was like a Dell.
It was a Dell.
Not a Dell, but like a Dell computer.
Yeah, Dell computers are my favorite type of computers. I think MacBooks kind of suck. Unpopular opinion alert.
I mean, I don't like MacBook Pros because they're kind of hard to use.
Yeah, my mom's MacBook Pro, the cursor, it disappears whenever, like, it just disappears out of nowhere. I don't understand why it does it. It's really weird. And yeah.
So now I want to add that the purple background was kind of like
an afterthought.
Yeah, I just had some leftover paint on my brush from painting something else, and I wanted to use it. So yeah, and I do want to mention there are some like faint little white stars on there on the shirt, but you can't really see them.
I still don't see them.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the drawing that Samantha did. It's kind of edited to it. It doesn't look as good as her original drawing. The colors are a lot better in her original drawing, but obviously pictures are the best we have. And here is my recreation of it. I think they're very different drawings. There's definitely a different tone in them.
But you did a pretty good job.
I mean, they look like the same character.
Yeah.
But they just look like they have different facial expressions. Like this one looks more happy, whereas the other one looks a bit more neutral. This one is the next one, which is a bonus round one. Yeah, so, sorry, I just changed the position of my seat. But, yeah, so this one is kind of, like, it's like a girl in a giant poofy ball gown. I mean, it's your drawing. You explain
I kind of, like, wanted to make it, I saw this drawing on Pinterest. And the dress was kind of the same, but, like, it was, like, the back was facing the camera or whatever. I mean, it was a drawing. And then her head was facing the camera. She was, like, turning over her back. And I can't draw like that.
Yeah, I can't draw that either.
So I just took the dress and I put it on this girl and I added pink hair because I wanted it to be kind of like light and pastel. And I did kind of like, I don't know, kind of I can't explain it, but I did it on around her with the stars and the yellow gold and the purple with her dress. And I think it turned out pretty well. It kind of looks like clouds.
Yeah, Oh, definitely. I could not figure out how to get that effect with there, so I tried so many times, and it was just like 6-minute long thing of just me trying out different ways to do that, and none of them even ended up being the final thing. But yeah, that was hard because digital art doesn't work the same way traditional art does.
Well, digital art is so much easier because when you're doing line art and you mess up, you can just
Control Z.
Control Z.
Yeah.
And when you're doing line art, on traditional art, you just have to deal with it and try and make do with it.
Yeah,
it's kind of annoying.
I made someone's thigh gap too big while I was drawing them, so I had to change plans, and I was going to make their jeans a light wash, but I turned out having to make it an extra dark wash to hide that.
Oh yeah.
And
I remember that.
It was 5 days ago. It was less than 5 days ago. Wait, no, it was 5 days ago. But yeah, I'm just doing the line art here. Kind of boring, I guess.
Are you getting excited for Halloween, Julia?
I guess I am pretty excited. I have no idea what I'm gonna be.
I have some ideas. Either I'm gonna be the original Willy Wonka from 1971, the movie, or I could be Doctor Strange from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I really don't know what I want to be, but I need to figure it out soon because it's September. And yeah.
Me too. Though I don't even know if we're gonna go trick or treating this year because of COVID.
I probably am just gonna invite a friend over and we're gonna do some Halloween crafts or whatever.
Jack-o'-lanterns. Enjoy this montage of me trying to figure out how the heck to do this fade into non-existent.
Air to purple.
Air to purple.
Oh,
Excuse me, air to purple. Okay,
funny.
So this is where I skipped a giant part of the process. I skipped basically all the coloring. I could have redone the coloring on camera, but I really didn't want to, and I was being lazy. So that's why I'm gonna say that this is a bonus round.
And the hair color on this is not the hair color on the original, but she changes that eventually. It's a pastel pink on the original. It's just
I read it since I didn't zoom in that much. I read it as more a desaturated dark purple. Yeah. So yeah, sorry for that flash to the YouTube video. I would, this day I was just very disoriented. I hadn't even switched from my usual YouTube video while drawing to the listening to Pandora playlists while drawing because I was so disoriented, and I just realized, oh shoot.
Distracted.
And I just realized, oh shoot, I forgot to record this entire thing. So yeah, but now I'm adding the little yellow thing, and I still have so much trouble to know how Sam does these like perfect borders around her characters, like with
It's really hard to
paint.
do, because like with another one,
How?
I made it kind of touching away, and I couldn't, fix it because it's traditional art, and you can't really go back from that. And so
Oh, yeah.
it just looks kind of weird. It looks
Okay,
like a slug.
but here is Sam's drawing. Yeah. And then here is my recreation of the drawing. I eventually fixed the hair.
And you added some earrings.
Because she was like, add the earrings. And I didn't want to have to bring my computer and my chair back to my desk so I could use go all the way back. I didn't want to go back all the way back to my desk with my chair and my stuff. So I had to do like the simplest earrings possible. So I literally just did 2 white dots on the ears, which is not what's in the original. It's like more intricate stuff, but I also didn't really want to do that. So yeah, this has been dragging on for too long. Anyways, bye.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe.
And like and stuff.